We're up to the last of the day. It'll be a mammoth day at Ascot. Free entry, 9 big events, and don't forget to the PR.com lounge will be open for business, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. But the Bundaberg Rum Cola Handicap is the final event on the card. We'll go back and look at Lord Beaumay and French Favourite in action. Also another Clanger and Maximus Dignitas and Star Risker, and watch for the closing effort of Garavani in the same race. Other horses in the last of the day include Upgrade in a purple patch of form before Trevor Andrews set him out for a spell. 2,400 metres back to 14 will have to sprint well fresh. Another Clanger resumed behind Far Horizons, only beaten 1 3/4 lengths. Now Solar Impact spoke to Murray Sharp up at Geraldton last Sunday, expects a run from this horse, throw him into the quartet numbers. Wild Frankie finally gets back into a barrier. Will he pike back on? Maximus Dignitas to be one of the leaders in the race for Gary Nicol. French Favourite, second up. First up was good, fourth behind El Presidente. Original Lover, haven't seen him since the 29th of the 9th. This isn't his sort of race. Star Risker we'll have a look at. Solomon Seals, interesting. Back 1,200 metres, back to 1,000, up to 1,500 metres there for David Harrison. Keys Ace will be another to put some pace on into the race. Commandments was enormous at its last run, third behind Overlock. As I said, we'll have a look at Garavani. Secchio, 5 to 15 behind Mr President, beaten 5 3/4. Shipyard deserves to go into the minor placings. Second, a Reflective Star. And Torrid Affair, I think, needed that run behind Star Risker first up at 1,400 metres. But the first of the horses we look at in replay is Lord Beaumay and also French Favourite. Now, Lord Beaumay is leading here. The winner, El Presidente, is third in the pink colours, and French Favourite's tucked away in 5th position, trying to get into the clear.
Tropical Swell followed by another Mac, and then came Fimo's Crown. Westerly Breeze behind them, and Stone Motherless last is Foxy Boy. Lord Beaumay at the 250 in front of Mr Wisby and El Presidente. Now Clay draws the whip on El Presidente. He grabs Lord Beaumay, extends, gets away by a length. El Presidente's home and hosed in the last, and he's come back to racing too in Brilliant Fettle. El Presidente scored from Lord Beaumay, Mr Wisby.
Good effort by both horses that day. Firstly, Lord Beaumay was out in front, ran some pretty quick sectionals in the lead. I thought could have come back a little bit and had a couple of easier sectionals in front. He's stepping up to 1,400 this week. They've gone for the claim. He gets in pretty well. And the other one, French Favourite. Her 2 runs back from a spell have been okay without getting too excited. But her 1,400 metre form is better, which she steps up to this week. So I give her a chance.
OK, now we have a look at a couple of horses who like to race up on the pace. We've got another Clanger and Maximus Dignitas. This is the race won by Far Horizons. There's Maximus Dignitas in the black and purple colours about to strike for home. And in the yellow colours is another Clanger in the breeze.
Dignitas, though, extended, and he broke away by a length and a half at the 200 from Tokyo Joe. Here comes Far Horizons, Diamond Grey, and Lacerate weaving his way through. Far Horizons grabbed the lead. Lacerate driving through. Diamond Grey wide out. Diamond Grey, Far Horizons, and in the middle. Oh, it's close. Far Horizons, Diamond Grey, Lacerate.
Well, Maximus Dignitas did stop halfway up the straight, Marty. He was well supported on that day. He was a little bit under the odds too. I think he opened up at $2. He's stepping up to 1,400 metres. His form is better over 1,200, so I can't go that way. Another Clanger's run first up was pretty good, and he's stepping up to the 14 that better suits. So I definitely favour another Clanger there. OK.
Well, the final horse we have a look at, we'll make that horses because one of these horses isn't highlighted and you need to watch the run of it. But it was Star Risker. It was Solid Wicked Cruel in front, bowling along. Star Risker with 3 back the fence, comes to challenge. Now, the horse to keep an eye on is back last in the brown colours. Watch the closing effort of Garavani.
Halo, Garavani, 10 pin and wood grain. Solid Wicked Cruel straightened up, and here comes Star Risker into the open. Striking flat to the floorboards, running third, then Yellow Moon further back. Solid Wicked Cruel down to the 150 in front. Star Risker inch by inches, cutting back the margin. It's Star Risker, Solid Wicked Cruel, 2 to striking. Star Risker, Solid Wicked Cruel, Star Risker poked the head in front, and Star Risker lifted home by Clayton, won the last over Solid Wicked Cruel. Good go third. The fast finish.
Good win by Star Risker, given a perfect ride by Johnny Clayton throughout. Now, Star Risker's drawn a pretty wide barrier this week. It's going to take a good ride from new rider Noel Rudlin. I think he could be in trouble from the wide draw. And Garavani, well, he was massive. He ran home in 33.73. and by far the most eye-catching run of the race.
Yeah, of the day, I thought, and marked him down as a real black booker there on perthracing.com. Selections in the last event of the day. I've got no problems at all in going with 13 Garavani. Sneaks into this field. There were plenty of scratchings that got him in. He's down the bottom there. I'd give it a big chance. 12 Commandments will be back in the field, probably further back than Garavani in the run, but he charged home, and Robbie Brown's doing a very good job with Commandments. That was behind Overlock. And one Lord Beaumay. I think he's the class. Getting to 1,400 metres could be the query. All the best for Kate Irvine there. 13, 12 and 1. If we need another selection in the last two for our quartet players up there in Singapore, just got a feeling that Wild Frankie could get that nice suck run from barrier 1 and poke his head into 4th spot. 13, 12, 1 and 5.
Same one on top for me, Marty, number 13, Garavani. Well, I think he'll be winning. Could be the doubles horse for the day. To beat number 1, Lord Beaumay. Number 7, French favourite to run third. And if you're playing the quartets, throw in number 15, Shipyard. He's stepping up to 1,400 metres. His 14 form's okay. I think he can run a race. Numbers 13, 1, 7 and 15.
Well, we've been talking about perthracing.com.au. The website has arrived, and there it is. There's all the information you need about what you can get on the website. Of course, you get the Perth Racing preview show in the subscriber-only part section of perthracing.com.au. If you haven't joined, if you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you log on there and subscribe up. For local viewers here in Perth, we've got the wonderful PR.com lounge where you can have a luxurious day out at the races.